All right, all right, all right. So here we are this morning. Jobs number, nothing really. A little bit below the 175 expected. I think 155, 160, something like that. What you'll start to see now is it's going to be tough for those jobs numbers to still be in the 250, unless more people start coming back into the labor force. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 3-4 months.
Yeah, just ETRM. I kind of lost a little bit of this one yesterday, so just trying to stay focused on things. So ETRM and ORX is on my radar.
So very tight range the last 2 days in the SPYs, less than 0.5%. New support seems to be 225 and a half, 226 and a half resistance the last couple of days. You can see just this print's wrong. It's trading up here at 60 cents. So we'll see when the market opens, if they're going to buy the market today. You see like a minor pullback, similar to like here or here, and then you'll see it rip to the upside. Even though the jobs number wasn't really much of a catalyst, if people were just waiting for it to be out of the way, that can sometimes be a catalyst in itself. IWM had another vicious down move intraday yesterday. I think it's like the third or fourth one in the last few weeks. And that was after a really nice balance. So we had this 135 to 134 and a half, which we've been talking about for a couple weeks. It looked like it might crack it, but it held to the penny 2 days ago, and almost got back up to 138 into the close of the day it bounced. And then intraday it dropped from 137 and a half to 135 and a half before bouncing back a dollar. I guess the way I look at this now is it's this little zone here. Spend some time up here holding and then breaking to the upside. Could look for a new all-time high above this. But so far, each time it's been up here, it's broken to the back to the downside. Yes, we'll see today if it fails. If it moves up and fails in front of 137. Another test of 134.5, 135. And to see intraday, the liquidity really does disappear in this. If there's money shifting from large caps to small caps, there's just the size of the companies, there's not as much liquidity there. And so it's going to cause outsized moves. I think that's kind of what's going on. Both directions, really. So if large sellers come in, just get these outsized down moves, and then boom, it snaps right back up. Large down move, large down move, large down move, large down move. Once those sellers are done, it just keeps on going. So if you can actually get in right at an inflection point when it's turning for one of these moves, you can make money pretty quickly.
Doesn't matter because if you lose money, you're going to need more to make up for the loss.
All right, so Gab had good same-store sales in the fourth quarter, holiday season. They raised guidance a little bit. It caused it to pop up to this resistance pre-market, but now it's already being sold. I put a support here, 24.50, so it's coming into there, 24.60, 24.50. $83,000 shares, normally trades 5 million. You see right on the open though, but right on the open, if it holds this, see a pop back to 25, 25 and a half. It's very liquid. Amgen, they got some really good drug news in court. There's some other stocks that are moving off of this news, but this is the primary beneficiary. So this one with other biotechs had kind of been working itself off of the fall lows. And the other ones that we've seen recently have been with good news, have been filling gaps pretty easily. So that one looks like it's going to do the same today. Here's the initial reaction in the after hours. Took out the 160, popped up to 162, popped up there again and failed. So if it does pop up this morning, we want to look for this potential failure here, 161.5 to 162. 160 also is an interesting level. Amgen's can be a pretty wild stock. I used to trade it a lot years ago, and then it just became a little bit crazier and crazier. The spread's wider now. But if you can catch it off of a key level, you can make $1, $1.50 pretty quickly. I think the two spots to look at on the open, or a quick flush from 160 down into the 158 area. Maybe it overshoots, because it has a tendency to do that, and goes right back up to 160. If it breaks above 160 very quickly, I could easily see it going to 161. Ideally, it would top out here closer to 162. Then other than those quick trades on the open, we'll just look to see if buyers are falling and we get a consolidation break type trade after top lock. The other two ones that we're trading off of this were MDCO and is it IONS maybe? So a little bit lower price stocks that you can take a look at as well, moving with Amgen. ETRM, it's another one of these stocks that did a reverse split, extremely low float. If you look at the daily, there's nothing really driving it other than it's a low float, and people just can push it up. And you can see that it did a bunch of reverse splits because 35,000 was the equivalent high back in the financial crisis. These are usually good longs on day one until they get to kind of levels that people look at on the chart as target areas. So this area here, it's already gotten to 7.5, I think, in the pre-market. I guess this technically was day one yesterday. It went from 250 to 5. Today from 5 to 750. So that is a potential failure spot right there, just based on where it was pre-reverse split. But there's really nothing above that until $10. So I'm not sure many of you guys can get locates out there. I'm sure we can. So you may see us trading it on the long and the short side. I don't know if anyone's long or shorted right now. I think maybe some people long. Shark shorted. He's not short that much.
Or something. Yeah. I think they did.
We'll be watching this break. Does it fail at 750 on that? Come all the way back to 5.5. Does it break to the downside? How much below the 650 does it go? These are the plays we're looking at right now. It's already done 1.1 million shares in the pre-market.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe someone said, you know, I'll buy that whole thing for you.
Looks like it was being bought right here at around 660s, 663 to 668. Teva, I just saw it touch 36 in the pre-market. That's why I put it on the sheet. I think it's a good buy there. And this is one start at the bottom recently. If you're looking for stuff to do and put in a longer term account, this is also probably, it's a pretty good one here in the mid 30s. I think it could work its way back up to the mid 40s. So it bottomed here around 34.5, 35. It did the run up to 38, made the higher low 6. That's why I thought 36 was a good level. And it's fine, you know, sometimes bottoms can be a process too. Usually we talk about tops being processes and bottoms being quick. But this sector has been so battered and destroyed because of VRX and some of these other guys that even the quality names like Teva have gotten pulled into it. But you can see it was in this downtrend, put in its bottom, had a nice little bounce, broke it, held higher a couple times. If you can get in here at 36 and capture a move a break above 38, and a capture a move, you know, in the coming weeks, month, to the low 40s. That's my thought on that one. KSS, it did trend below 42 yesterday, but closed above it. So, you know, this one, it reversed from 41.30, closed right above. Same thing here, you want to see, does this bottom hold, does it hold a little bit higher? Let's say, does it get above 42.5 and bounce its way back to 44? ALXN. This was on the sheet yesterday for good news. It had a very strong opening drive above 137, which we had as resistance, and then that became support. So just remember, if a stock that's on the morning sheet has a strong opening drive below support or above resistance, on a pullback, use that to trade the other direction. So opening drive to 140, comes back down, does it support in the 137 area? If it does, you might capture a move back up to the morning high. In this case, it actually went a little bit higher. You can see people were clearly like looking at it. They knew the prior resistance. You can see every time it comes here, they're buying. You can see this wick the first time, wick again. It looks like it's going to roll over. And then it finally starts to hold above 38 and makes the run to the morning high. It's actually pretty clean after that. This can be a little bit of a nasty stock. Then after filling at 40, holds a little bit higher here at around 39. Puts in the top at 41.5. So 40, 41. Let's see, resistance now. 37 is the support. Maybe in the afternoon support here at 38. That's it. Let me take a quick look at Tesla. Had such a nice move a couple of days ago. So they made it tough yesterday, let's say, to say the least. So they had this nice drive that had a second drive and then it consolidated. And yesterday, it did not hold. This could, this would be the spot that they're saying, hey, this is a nice long here.
We're inside 15 minutes now that U.S. cash equity open.
Would have been stopped
U.S.
at
equity markets
probably here.
On to the gains. Modest gains we've seen since the release of the employment report. We did see a bit of a mixed report with the headline number coming in below expectations. The back month revised higher. We saw some good wage data, but the average weekly hours remained at lowest level.
It has a quick opening drive. You could see this. 228 is a real resistance. But you could see it topping out closer to 230. Then you might get your pull in back into this upper range here. In terms of buying in on a pullback this morning, you got to look for to make a higher low. 225.5 to 226 in this area here.
And another rate hike later this year.
As always, be patient and good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.